Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to our Christmas concert. My name is Barry Cassidy and I am the Principal Teacher of the Religious Education Department. In terms of housekeeping duties, just first and foremost, if you could please switch your mobile phone off, fully off, don't have disruptions to the music tonight. And secondly, there are no planned fire alarms this evening, so in the event of an alarm going off, the exit doors are located to my right and at the entrance of the hall. So tonight gives us the opportunity to showcase the God-given gifts and talents of the young people of St Andrews High School. In the words of our Holy Father, Pope Francis, "Dear young people, do not bury your talents, the gifts that God has given you. Do not be afraid to dream of great things." Our young people have been rehearsing hard over the last few weeks, and I am sure that tonight they will deliver great things in the form of music and drama. So, prepare yourself for the magic of Christmas right here in our Assembly Hall. Tonight, forget the Christmas shopping list, forget the parcel that you need to pick up from the post office, and even if it's getting absolutely freezing outside, and prepare to be entertained. Without any further ado, I have the privilege of introducing our first performance of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome our school concert band and their rendition of the Mariah Carey Christmas classic, "All I Want for Christmas Is You." I Want for Christmas Is You, a song written by Mariah Carey and her writing partner, Walter Afanasieff, and Mariah's share of the writing credits for that song have earned her more than $60 million in royalties since 1994. And apparently it was written in less than 20 minutes the previous July, which shows how creative you can be in a short space of time. Which is why I only spent 5 minutes writing the jokes for tonight, and you will definitely see that by the end. Now, you know I was talking about Christmas lists there, and last year I got a laptop for my Christmas, and anyone technical in the audience might be able to help me. Every time I switch it on, it says, "Hello from the other side," and well, it is Adele. And yeah, that was a copy and paste from last year. So I think we need to get back to the entertainment with a change of medium and the introduction of our drama stage play, a short adapted piece from the Stevie, affording a glimpse into the lives, humour and dreams of a group of 1950s women in a Glasgow washhouse.
Celebrating the night, Mrs. Costello. With a family. much that here, it's just with the holidays and that, they could lie for a week before they're planning to rehearse. Aye, I think the Catholics have got... Margaret! What? See when Lanny was dying. He's saying this is the buried.
Sometimes no. They definitely go for a week.
Well, they need to make him then and smell.
Oh, can you not talk about something else?
Have you going for spitting the night, Margaret?
No! They're supposed to be. But he's lying up there, drunk already. Put the game. Sick on that carpet. His breath's like a flushed laddie. He can slip the pavement.
Ah, you like to drink your Peter. Did you have a nice Christmas? I never even wished you Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Margaret.
Merry Christmas, Dolly.
Merry Christmas, Doreen. Merry Christmas,
Doreen. Merry Christmas, Doreen.
Merry Christmas, Mrs. Coperas. Oh, Merry Christmas, Mrs. Coperas. Merry Christmas, Doreen. Merry Christmas, Doreen.
Aye, Merry Christmas, Mrs. Coperas.
Merry Christmas, Margaret. Merry Christmas, Margaret. Doreen Hen, did I wish you Merry Christmas?
Aye, I think so.
Well, communicate it then. Merry Christmas, Doreen. Merry Christmas, Doreen.
It's amazing where the drug comes from, isn't it? I understand she's sick, but they don't like it.
It comes off the main.
Aye, right enough. He's minging when he gets home, especially if he's been working with boiler scales. He's covered in rust. Just the same, he has a good wash. What's the last this week? Here's a bit like that and all, except he has one twice a year. You see the boys, they'll not wash themselves. It's a fight to the death every night. You want to see their shirt off, you want tatties on them.
Men are not flatting in person.
That's what I look at. Who's the bar? No, I prefer the sprays. I never go for a bath and hear calls with the sprays. I always think they're lying to the drunk bar.
But it's your own, Margaret. It's not fair, sis.
No, I prefer the sprays. It's in America. Oh, who's the bar? Except they call them showers.
Is that one just in the pictures, Hen?
No, obviously the blood sprayers, machines not. Throwing refrigerators, and they've all got telephones as well. Televisions too.
Margaret, so Jenny's husband's got one of them.
What television? You ever seen it?
No. But Jenny's seen it, she's seen it today.
I've seen some of the big uses of the wedding dressing room. You see it on like things sticking out the chimney box.
Aye, they cost a fortune.
Same one. He didn't even go to the house.
Jenny says that. They used to come and see her all the time, but she used to put it in the room.
I see what you mean. He said a fortune. He never even knew.
And see when she goes round, she says nobody even talks well at Solon.
Right, that when you see you, Dolly.
I do like to hear people talk. My Alex says it's like one of her lips are no frayed at the edges, but I'm as well talk to myself and not a conversation with him.
What kind of stuff do you see on television?
I couldn't say anything.
That's nice. A house in the country, your bath, a television, a phone, and the garden as well. Christ, you're not wanting much, are you? I'll get to one day, Margaret. What are you doing for this drum job?
So what's up does then, Margaret?
Well, between being out in there and having maths and watching television, she'll not have a chance to talk to anybody. Right enough. Wait a minute. Ring, ring. Ring, ring. Ring, ring. Oh, she's no in, Dolly.
Oh, just keep trying to make it in a beard.
Ring, ring. Ring, ring. Oh, hello. This is Martin McGuire. I was wondering if you could perhaps have a word with Doreen Hood.
I'm afraid Mrs. Hood is in the corner, but can I listen to the thing?
Well, I don't want to disturb her. You could just tell her that our old friend from our Community Street Swimming Club would be most grateful.
Oh, just a moment. Miss Hood is about to enter the friend. I'll see if she's free.
Thank you. You're very kind. Doreen Hood of the Willows Drum Chapel?
Yes, this is her speaking to you. Yes.
Oh, is it her public cubicle edition? This is Margaret McGuire. We used to be friendly in the old days.
Oh, yes.
I don't suppose you'll remember me.
Ask her if she remembers me, she's going to remember me.
I'm afraid not.
Give me the phone, let me speak to her.
Yes, another chum of yours, a Mrs. Dolly Johnston.
Now just a moment, she's not ringing this. I tell you she remember me now. Give me the phone.
There is me one.
I know that. I know that. Just give me it again. Hello, Doreen. Henry, you up to your ears in it?
Oh yes. What men do you remember?
Must cause an awful stir.
Oh yes, Mrs. Johnson's one of these days. See, John and I went to opera tonight. I went and got my tiara on the bathroom carpet. It was the pale and the carpet so thick. It took me ages to find it.
Is that right, Hen?
Oh yes, Mrs. Johnston. And tried on our bush so it's little. And when we got down to carrying it in, we nearly broke the television set.
Oh.
But fortunately, the sleep hadn't gotten away.
Aye.
I sat them all down in the kitchen now, told them to themselves to that in the refrigerator. So the noise from the wash plate is bothering too much.
Aye. But do you know my Margaret McGuire, Doreen? Her maiden name's Dockery, but she was married on to Annie McGuire's boy, Peter.
Oh, don't know.
You must know Annie McGuire. Our uncle used to run the fish shop at Scary Crescent.
Hello, is that Dolly Johnson?
Is that you, Margaret?
Yes, and I'd just like to say, that if you don't get off that phone, you'll never get your washing done tonight.
You know, it never ceases to amaze me seeing drama groups on stage. When you see the list of performers, you always think that one or two are probably just a little bit too shy to get up there on stage and perform, and then they come up and smash it, so well done. And that is all down to the hard work on induction of our drama department, Mr. Smith and Miss Ferguson. They can spot the talent a mile away, so well done guys, well done Mr. Smith and Miss Ferguson putting that together. So far we've been entertained by a couple of our group performances, but it is now time for some individual talent. Get to the right sheet. And as you all know, St Patrick's Church, which sits right at the heart of our town, symbolises our town's immigrant Irish Catholic identity. And to this end, many of our young people continue to be inspired by and value greatly their rich cultural inheritance and express their love for the past in literary, sporting and musical pursuits. And so, it is that we have here tonight, a talented young musician who will regale us with some uplifting traditional Irish folk music. And so now, on the harp, to Hayley Hill. Now I'm sure you'll all agree that that was sharp from Hayley Hill on the harp there. And now it is time for our junior percussion group and their rendition of two absolute classics. Coming up, a Christmas classic, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But first, a tune that held a unique record for reaching the #1 spot in 28 countries, more than any other single release until Madonna's Hung Up reached #1 in 41 countries in 2005. Never heard of that before. Here, an opportunity to sit back and appreciate our percussion group version of Lips Inc. Funky Town, arranged by one of our visiting musicians, Kirk. thank you to our junior percussion group. You definitely cannot beat them. And a lot of people do not know this, but Rudolph the Red is actually the name of a very famous Viking. And one night Rudolph the Red was looking out the window when he said to his wife, "It's going to rain." And his wife asked, "How do you know?" "Because Rudolph the Red knows reindeer." Now, look, I'm trying, honestly. Now, our Advent lessons in religious education have had one main theme over the last 3 weeks: keep Christ in Christmas. And O Holy Night is a well-known Christmas carol composed by Adolf Adam in 1847 to the French poem Midnight Christians, which was written by a wine merchant and poet called Placide Cappeau. Now, growing up in Langloan, I have met a few wine merchants and poets at the West End Bar on a Friday night, so I know what I'm talking about when I say that this is one of my favourite Christmas carols. Here are our fabulous vocal group with O Holy Night.
Oh
Excellent, great voices. There are 6 voices coming together as one. Amazing talent, thank you, well done. And speaking of young people with amazing talent, be prepared to be wowed by a double dose of brass ensembles. Firstly, Corpus Christi Primary Brass Group and their rendition of Jingle Bells. Now, Corpus Christi Primary has a very special place in my heart, because it is at Corpus Christi Primary that I started my teaching career back in 2003. I had a great 4 weeks in Primary 7 class with Miss McMahon, and thought, yeah, I want to be a primary school teacher. I was so set on it. Then I was sent to Primary 1, and Mrs Mackenzie was the class teacher, and one of the wee boys wiped his nose on my good button shirt. And I decided there and then, give me a class of 30 sulky teenagers any day of the week. I was right on the phone to the uni, and before you know it, here I am. Don't regret a minute, honestly. So, here we have Corpus Christi with Jingle Bells. And now to we have more brass here than a Jewellers at the Bars. Here at St Andrews High School, on brass ensemble to swing us into Christmas with the Good King Swing. Christi primary pupils, and we look forward to welcoming those Corpus Christi pupils into our community at St Andrews when they make the transition from primary to secondary. And that was so good, I can finally forgive Corpus Christi Primary. 1995, Primary 7, the Martin's Trophy. St Augustine's Primary 6, Corpus Christi 10. And you know what these villages are like, I think, by the size of some of the players that had the Janny in the team. So, now our final performance for a short interval. Now, when I first saw the programme, I wrongly thought we were getting the song from Toy Story, You've Got a Friend in Me, but no, we've the Carole King song, You've Got a Friend. King is the most successful female songwriter of the 20th century, having written 118 hits that charted in the Billboard 100. When asked about the song, King said, the song was as close to pure inspiration as I've ever experienced. The song wrote itself. It was written by something outside myself. But hey, I'm sure that the royalty checks still get paid to Mrs. King. Definitely. So you're performing You've Got a Friend, as well as the biggest selling single in the UK, not to reach #1, Last Christmas by Wham. Here are our senior choir. of the senior choir, that was amazing. Now, just a couple of points of minimal housekeeping. Teas, coffees, etc. in the social area. Last chance for raffles, and the toilets are located to the right. So thank you, see you in the second half. So, welcome back to you all, and I hope you enjoyed the interval. Now for something a bit more rocky as we begin the second half of our concert. This band performed in August 2017 and have already competed at the North Lanarkshire Battle of the Bands back in February, and in fact will compete again this February, and this time they will win. Tonight, I'm confident, I really am. Tonight they'll perform a cover and some original music. First, Somewhere Only We Know, a song composed by English rock band Keane, and secondly, You Better Run, composed by our very own school rock band. Prepare yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, for the drive.
next song we wrote it way back in December last year, and it's called You Better Run. We played it a couple of gigs, but most of you probably wouldn't know about it, but I was enjoying it anyway.
our school band, The Drive, and you know, I'm not sure that climbing up on the storage shelf was in the risk assessment. Health and safety, etc. All the Christmas jokes I could make, but I won't because my jokes are too good for that. I was saying that this band are not all that long form. It was August 2017, however, they're already starting to behave like a proper rock band. No, they've not wrecked any hotel rooms or anything like that. But when you hear about rock bands, money is always an area of disagreement. Now, I should tell you that Cian and Jenny are twins. Not identical, obviously, as one is a boy and one is a girl. But I was in the canteen a few weeks back and there was a dispute. Cian and Jenny, like a pair of rockers, arguing about who their mum had given the lunch money to. But I have high hopes for this band, as I think it ended well. Jenny was at one end of the social area eating a pizzini, that's a pizza and a pizzini version of the one. And Cian was at the other end with a sandwich, so I think things will be okay. Now, our next act is our saxophone ensemble. Sing along to the words of the next piece in your head and you will see it is a tongue-in-cheek look at a Christmas list addressed to Santa Claus by a woman who, like every other woman, wants extravagant gifts such as yachts and decorations from Tiffany's, and I'm going to give you one piece. And there is me thinking that something from TK Maxx is pushing the boy out this Christmas. Our saxophone ensemble and their rendition of Santa Baby. Thank you, that was amazing. And if I could play any instrument, it would be the saxophone. Also well done. And I'm always kind of jealous of people who make playing an instrument look so effortless, but I know so much time, effort and practice goes into that. It does look effortless, but I know a lot of time goes into that. So now it's time for our senior percussion ensemble. A song that you might end up thinking about when you walk around Asda the day after Halloween. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas out here. Okay? Performed by our senior percussion ensemble, written by Meredith Wilson in Nova Scotia, Canada. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. That was our senior percussion ensemble with some quick hand action there. And now it's time for our school concert band, a Christmas carol of Cornish origin that remembers events in the Nativity of Jesus, the Annunciation to the shepherds, the adoration of the shepherds, the Star of Bethlehem appearing to the wise men. And the word Noel is defined as a shout of joy or Christmas song. And it's rooted in the French word Noël, meaning birth. So the reason for the season we're able to keep Christ in Christmas, that's the message I've been given in RE every day in December. My lessons are also planned for me. It's a great month. You know the story, great month. So now our school concert band with Noel. That was our school concert band. And now it's time for something from the drama department. Ryan Devine from S6 in his last ever Christmas concert, performing Jeremiah the Elf. Now, Ryan may look all sweet up there as Jeremiah the Elf, but Ryan also plays for our school under-18s football team, where he is known as Wee Ryan the Cruncher. As he certainly knows how to put the bit in, so do not be fooled. So, performing Jeremiah the Elf is Ryan Devine.
From the North Pole. I used to live with the big man himself and Red, Santa Claus. What a glorious place it was to live. The bright colours, the twinkling lights, glistening snow, simply magical. Used to eat cookies, drink hot chocolate, and not forgetting the marshmallows and whipped cream too, of course. Then, one Christmas Eve, I went to help Santa deliver the presents in a place called Cambridge. And that's where it started, after I seen a pair of trainers, Harachis to be precise. Then I moved on to Trackies, iPhone, Facebook, Twitter, I was no longer Jeremiah School, I was Jenny School that ran the show. Here we go! No, I must get back to the North Pole, back to toy making. Nah, you get your Albion rolls, that ball club, quality team, Scottish League 2, you get going about with your pals, take selfies, Snapchat for all the life out yourself. Oh wait, I'm all finished. Time capsule, it's the biggest one in a million years! Oh, and you've got the bright lights in the Faraday Park. Esco, a Poundland. Oh, here's a big one. An M&S food court! Wait, it's not just ordinary food though. It's M&S food! Oh, wait, food posh from our posse, mind you. Oh, I totally forgot the Domino's pizza, the Big Mac, the McDonald's and fries. Oh, make mine a double. Well, tasty man. So, oh, I said, I have to get back to the North Pole. Back to the big fluffy white snow. Snowflakes falling all around me. walking up to that winter wonderland. Winter wonderland? But you need that far, but not to get first look at your window, wait for 5 minutes, see the weather changing, 4 seasons in 1 day, and wait for it. Taps off 1 minute. Meer bosse baas kan weer extra Amerika. No, I told you. I have to get back to Santa, back to Mrs. Claus, and the reindeer. Nah. Stop the reindeer. I'm waiting for you for me. Catch you later.
Well done, Ryan. That piece was written by Miss Ferguson from our drama department and brought to life by the amazing talent of Jeremiah the Elf, aka Wee Ryan the Cruncher, and yeah, it was fantastic. Now, as I said before, Ryan is one of our S6, so it's his last Christmas concert, and every year in the summer and Christmas concerts, I stand at the back of the assembly hall, stand at the side of the assembly hall, and look at all the amazingly talented S6 pupils performing in their last concerts, and I think to myself, how are we going to replace them on the stage next year? And you know what? Every time, without fail, we do so, such as the amazing talent of our young people. Now, this event requires 60 people in our school choir. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've already had a sneak peek at what you're about to see. Our awesome school choir with their rendition of Merry Christmas, War is Over, and to begin an ABBA medley.
Another
That was the final performance of our concert. I know it's been too quick. Our awesome school concert band, accompanied by a choir led by Scott Lovely with White Christmas. And I think you'll agree the choir were absolutely beautiful before that, performing the ABBA medley and Merry Christmas, War is Over. So as I said, it's coming to the part of the show where we do the final thanks, and I'm going to invite Erin up to say a few words. Erin.
First of all, I'd like to apologise to Miss Hepburn for running off the stage after being told not to. We had to. Second of all, I'd just like to say a thank you to everyone for coming tonight. It's really you guys that make this whole thing possible, because despite all making the tickets and doing all that, if nobody came, it would be a bit pointless. First of all, I want to thank Mr Holmes and Mr Eldon, the whole senior management team at St Andrews, for allowing this to happen. They're always very supportive of the arts departments and really showcasing the school's talents. I'd like to thank our compere, Mr Cassidy, he's done a great job. Interesting jokes throughout the night. We greatly thank him for his help. I'd like to thank all the staff at the front of the house who done the tickets and the programmes and helped at the tuck shop and stuff like that. It was a great help, thank you so much. To all the janitorial staff and the technicians and all that up in the light box helping us set all this up, thank you very much. To all the staff who helped set out the chairs and the stage and stuff like that, it's been a great help, thank you. And a special thanks to all the pupils who participated, who I think were amazing and deserve an extra round of applause. For all this great efforts with the Steamy and then the wee elf, I thought it was hilarious. And finally, a special thanks to the music department, Miss Bozeman, Miss Campbell, Miss Hepburn, Mr Cradden, Miss Mitchell, Mr Richardson, Mr Smith, Mr Woods. In the 6 years I've organised a wee special thank you to all of you, so if you'd like to come out. Once again, thank you all so much for coming. It's been a great night. Thank you.
So thank you, and I hope we see you again in the summer for our summer concert. Goodbye. Merry Christmas.